about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm trying to rush into this. I'm at work. But just seen an interesting video with Brian Norman Sr. and Greg Hatchett. First, let me tell you, I don't like neither one of these dudes, so I'm not taking sides on either one. You know, when I say I don't like somebody, it's because of character defects that I see in them. And I ain't taking up for neither one of them because I don't really like neither one of them. But these two got to argue, on there with the trade and fight words. And, Greg Hatchett, say he'll meet somebody anywhere, normally what Greg Hatchett do when he get offended. But I got to bring y'all to a little bit to the Bible. They say a great man is a man who can walk away from a fight. A great man is a man who can walk away from a fight. So, these two are having a little altercation now because simply, which I can agree with Greg Hatchett and with his opinion of what was going on with Jerron Ennis situation. If you feel that your son could really beat Boots, then why is it that you didn't put him in the ring with him? Why is it that you said you had to wait to see Karen, going at it with him for you to say, oh, your son can beat him? So I agree with, his point of view on what he was saying to Brian Norman Sr. If you sure your son was that bad and good enough to beat Boots, why y'all just didn't get in the ring? So Brian Norman Sr. takes it to, oh, well, when you fighting, you know what level they going to have to pay you for and what type of level we on. They going to have to pay us for that and us going to his backyard to fight Jerron Ennis. But then you got to ask yourself this question. But you go into it with Greg Hackett, talking about Greg Hackett only gets paid $400 for fights. When you could tell he was getting on the Brian Norman Sr. skin by him basically making that big point, about what he said about it. If you were shooting, why y'all didn't fight him? So, of course, Brian Norman Sr., the same guy that was out here telling boxing fans they poor and they can't afford boxing matches, he goes to talking about Greg Hatchett saying he only fights for $400 and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that had nothing to do with boxing, going below the belt, which I want to say this to Greg Hatchett, even though I don't like you for real for what you be doing sometimes. You got them beautiful kids that we always see, behind the scenes with you. Even if you fight for $300, my brother, keep getting your bread, because at the end of the day, a guy with the character of a Brian Norman Sr. would never look out for you or give you no money. And that's how most black people are today. So, my brother, no matter how much you out there making, you doing something that you love to do, Greg, you making your money off of it, continue to do it, bro. And I salute you on that. But you did tell a lie in the YSM video saying that he said that you were broke. And he never said that you were broke. Now, he did bring up that you were fighting for $400, which we know that's probably not true or it's not true. But he did not say you were broke. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's how you took it, which I knew that's basically what he was trying to say. But the words that you were broke, that Greg Hackett is broke, never came out his mouth. So now, they're going, probably going to have some issues. He said he'll meet Brian Norman Sr. wherever, handle his business, they'll fight, do whatever. Which is sad. I don't like to see black men continue to do this. I'm 41 years old. I know I can fight. I done been in fights since I was a child, but that ain't what time it is today. Only time you'll see me fight somebody literally, he would put their hands on me and touch me because, like it said in the Bible, the greater man can walk away. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you fight somebody, you beat them up, they go get a gun, or they pull a gun on you when you're trying to do it like a man, hand to hand. So, the best thing to do is be a great man and just walk away from them type of situations. But basically, I feel that Greg Hackett was getting under his skin by basically breaking him down with the truth. If your son was such a good fighter and y'all felt like that he could defeat Boots, then why is it that y'all didn't go and just jump in the ring with Boots? And also this, if Brian Norman Sr., if y'all got so much money, if you showing this garage, I guess, that you own with all these cars in it, why is it that you're crying about a payday? Why are you crying about a payday for your son to fight Boots if y'all got all this money? See, sometimes trying to stunt make yourself look real bad. You see what I'm saying? Like Greg Hackett said, now all of a sudden everybody Bill Gates. Now all of a sudden everybody Bill Gates. All these trainers, everybody, especially these black dudes, love to stunt and try to downgrade each other. You know what I'm saying? However much Greg Hackett getting, you know what I'm saying, he able to take care of his family and put a roof over their head. We should salute him on that. But instead, and this is what LFNs do, if you understand what an LFN, FNs, when they can't win an argument or whatever it is, they go to talking about money. They go to talk about dudes is broke. See, that's a female tendency. That came out in the late 90s when a lot of dudes say that today because they had single mothers. You broke. Men never argued about who was broke. They handled their business. If they said something bad towards each other when I was growing up in the 80s, it was about their female that they was with. I never heard two men argue about another one being broke. I never heard that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all have in y'all era, but in my era coming up in the 80s, 90s, early 90s, well, I didn't hear two men say, oh, you broke. That's female talk. That's female talk. So, you know, like I said, at the end of the day, if you got all this money, if y'all got all this money, then why y'all didn't take what y'all needed to take for your son to be unified? You know, so like I said, I ain't no, friend of neither one of them. You know, so I really don't like neither one of their characters, but I just tell the truth of it. And I feel Greg Hackett was right in this situation. You know, he pulled his card, you know, and he didn't like it, and so he had to stoop to the level of a female, and that's what Brian Norman Sr. did. So that's just my opinion on it. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. This your boy Ease. I'm out.